More twists and turns in the ongoing Atlanta City Hall corruption investigation. Yesterday, contractor E.R. Mitchell pleaded guilty to conspiracy to pay $1 million in bribes to secure city contracts.
Well, today, Mayor Kasim Reed called that sentencing sad and says the city will confront this tough challenge head on. A senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell is here now and says a former city employee was arrested for threatening E.R. Mitchell during the investigation.
That's right, Russ. It's just kind of keeps going, twisting and turning, as you said. Mayor Reed told me he didn't know Shanderick Barnes, the man accused of threatening E.R. Mitchell. But he does know Barnes' former business partner, a political consultant and one-time top city manager.
My thoughts are that the city is cooperating with the U.S. Attorney and will continue to do so.
Mayor Kasim Reed was happy to talk about the dedication of a new park in Northwest Atlanta, but not so happy to talk about construction company CEO E.R. Mitchell.
Very sad about what's happened with E.R. in this process.
E.R. Mitchell is a longtime well-known businessman and campaign contributor of Mayor Reed. Yesterday, Mitchell pled guilty to conspiracy to commit bribery and money laundering. Charging documents say Mitchell gave an unidentified person more than $1 million between 2010 to 2015 to secure city construction contracts. Mitchell expected that person to spread the money around to others.
He has been cooperating, and he's going to continue to cooperate.
That cooperation may have led to a bizarre twist in the case. During the FBI investigation, someone left dead rats on Mitchell's doorstep and threw this block through the window, warning Mitchell to keep his mouth shut. Fox 5 I-Team has reviewed court documents that show 14 months after the threat, police arrested Shanderick Barnes and charged him with criminal damage to property. According to this city brochure, Barnes was an Atlanta City employee in 2014.
I don't know this gentleman, but we've got 8,000 employees, and if they engage in bad behavior, then the justice system is going to handle that.
The warrant shows it was FBI agents who identified Barnes. This is him on his Facebook page. Barnes was on probation at the time for a 2010 DeKalb racketeering conviction, according to court records. This was before he worked at City Hall. The warrant shows Barnes did cooperate with agents and confess to the crime.
What we're going to do is fully cooperate and let the facts go wherever they lead.
Shanderick Barnes was also one of the original members of a company called the Bickers Group.
Misuse of funding was...
Mitzi Bickers is a longtime Atlanta political power player, former school board member, church pastor, and now political consultant who helped Kasim Reed first get elected. After that election, the mayor hired her to run human services at City Hall.
Reverend Bickers was not in an operational area of the city. She was in the human services area because she had worked on my political campaign for mayor, and she was a reverend in the community.
We wanted to talk to Ms. Bickers, but got no answer at her lakefront home. We were interested because Bickers also has strong ties to E.R. Mitchell. In 2004, Bickers filed bankruptcy, but during the proceedings, E.R. Mitchell hired her and paid her enough bonuses to help her dismiss the bankruptcy, according to documents. She went on to be Mitchell's vice president of operations, according to this state document. Neither U.S. Attorney John Horn nor the FBI have identified who E.R. Mitchell gave the $1 million to. Mayor Reed said, "There's no telling."
Like any organization, we have challenges. This is a serious challenge, and we're treating it as a serious challenge.
Now, E.R. Mitchell is scheduled for sentencing in April. Shanderick Barnes' case was never taken to a grand jury. I spoke briefly with Barnes today, and he did not want to comment on this unfolding development.
So the big question at this point would seem to be how deep this goes. How many people might ultimately be involved?
Right, because we know the FBI and U.S. attorneys have identified the fact that there's another contractor, unidentified contractor, who allegedly paid bribes, and also an unidentified person who got the money that E.R. Mitchell believed was divvied up and sent out at City Hall. So we'll just have to see how deep this goes before it's all over.
Yeah, it sounds like many more stories are still to come.
I believe so.
All right. Thank you, Dale.
Thanks, Dale.